The following reading is from Success on Your Terms: How to Defy the Odds and Live Your Best Life, written by Lema Abeng. Chapter 6: Meaningful Relationships. Section on Where You Are Celebrated, Not Tolerated. Where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Quote, go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. If they can't see the real value of you, it's time for a new start. End of quote. Unknown author. Earlier that day, I took an evening walk through my neighborhood. It was a cool, warm autumn evening here in Atlanta. Fall had settled in gently, and I was in awe of the atmosphere. Beautiful brown, gold, and burgundy leaves drifted from branches nearly stripped bare, tossed around by the crisp air. While most of the lawns in the neighborhood were covered in scattered leaves, I noticed that others remained perfectly trimmed and pristine. As I walked, I came across a striking cluster of trees. Though they stood side by side, no two trees were the same. Some were still lush and green. Others had turned warm shades of amber and rust. A few of the trees had already shed most of their leaves, their branches exposed against the sky. Yet together they were stunning. Their differences didn't clash. They complemented one another. Each tree's uniqueness seemed to highlight the beauty of the next. I paused and thought to myself, wow, they are so beautiful in their uniqueness. Suddenly, a quote I once heard on the reality show The Real Housewives of New Jersey came to mind. There are a million stars in the sky. They all shine just as bright. No one takes away from the other. End of quote. Those trees weren't trying to impress anyone. They didn't ask to be noticed. They weren't competing. They were simply being what they were created to be, and that was enough to captivate me. In that moment, I was reminded of how marvelous it feels to be appreciated, admired, and celebrated just for being yourself. And so I was inspired to share the following thoughts with you. 1. When we are celebrated, our self-esteem grows. Yes. Celebration nurtures confidence. We bloom and blossom when we are loved and appreciated. We show up brighter, stronger, and more inspired. The best of us shines forth, and we are able to exude our best energy into the world. But when we are merely tolerated, whether at work, in relationships, or within our communities, we typically struggle to shine. We begin to shrink. Self-doubt creeps in. Our light dims. We become uninspired and, if not careful, uninspiring. We owe it to ourselves to plant roots in places where we are celebrated and nourished, so that we can truly shine in purpose, thrive, and make a positive impact. 2. Celebrating others creates shared brilliance. Just as those trees enhanced one another's beauty, we elevate each other when we choose appreciation. When we celebrate others, they shine and we shine. They feel good and we feel good. Recognizing the strengths of our partners, friends, colleagues, and even strangers creates environments filled with warmth and positive energy. Everybody soars. You see, happiness is contagious, so is sadness and low confidence. When we celebrate others, healthy emotions are enhanced, and our homes and offices overflow with inspiration. Each person's strengths complement the other's brilliance. Celebrating others does not mean that they are faultless, but indicates that we choose to magnify what is good. As their greatness radiates beautifully, so does ours. When one person shines, we all benefit. 3. Self-love is the foundation. We should love and respect ourselves first before expecting others to celebrate us. The trees stood confidently in their natural state. I got a sense that they were happy being themselves. They weren't apologizing for bare branches, fading leaves, or for even surviving in the cold. I did not feel that they were being self-critical or shy to be themselves. They were neither asking nor waiting for applause. They simply stood tall, each one's beauty shining forth unapologetically and undeniably as they presented themselves in their natural form. Likewise, we do not need perfection to take our rightful place in spaces where we are celebrated and honored. Our natural selves, gifts, and talents, combined with imperfections, scars, and lessons learned, all weave together to form our unique beauty. When we love ourselves, we do not count on the validation of others in order to feel good about ourselves and our achievements. So, stop relying on external validation. Stand firmly in who you are, fully aware of your strengths and accepting of your growth areas. Walk boldly in your purpose. Like those trees in autumn, you do not have to fit into anyone's mold. You don't have to settle, conform, or fit into a box. Neither should you shrink to make others comfortable. Be rooted in your authenticity. Remain open to growth. Raise your own standards with every milestone. Many people spend their energy focusing on what they are owed, what they need, and how others should treat them. While this matter, great leaders think differently. They remain aware of their own goals, yes, but they are equally attentive to the people with whom they interact in any given moment. They understand that leadership is not just about personal feelings and advancement, it is about collective elevation. And as such, great leaders choose to become confidence builders for others. Make it your aim that anyone whose life or talent intersects with yours walks away better, stronger, or more inspired than before they met you. That is how lasting impact is made. When your lifestyle reflects integrity and your work ethic demonstrates excellence, you silently give others permission to rise higher. Your example becomes the nudge that encourages someone else to reach further and shine brighter. It takes depth of character and genuine inner light to draw out the best in others, just as those trees did for one another on that autumn evening. True leaders understand that recognizing and applauding the contributions of others, whether grand or seemingly small, does not diminish their own influence. It multiplies it. When one person wins, the entire team advances and progress happens for all. Nature models this balance beautifully. Growth is not competitive and our differences are complementary. No matter our differences, whether relating to race, height, faith, political affiliation, or background, one truth remains constant. People thrive where they are celebrated, not where they are belittled, controlled, or suppressed. Appreciation fuels potential just as encouragement unlocks confidence, and respect cultivates loyalty and growth. So make it a habit to celebrate yourself and others, uplift freely, serve generously, and lead with humility and strength. When you invest in the growth of others, life has a remarkable way of returning the favor, often far beyond what you gave. Go where you are celebrated, and never be afraid to shine bright. Thank you for listening. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. See you again next time.